never forget that day.
Shut up, Norman.
Hero of the hunt.
No, you are not. LaGuardia, Cessna 365 now, 1500.
We are heading for the hunt.
Negative. Disregard that last transmission.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia.
Negative, that was transmitted in error. Take your hand off the mic, Norman.
We are going down.
No, we are not.
We can get a view. You want to try to land runway 13?
Negative, everything's fine here. We're continuing as planned. That's it, Norman. I'm plugging out your intercom circuit breaker.
Birds. What the deuce?
Oh, shitballs! No. Fucker.
Lucy, where are you? I'm coming!
Shut up, Norman.
Shit. Stop the stopwatch. And up we go. Oh! When you... Oh, he's having a baby. He's lost. He's rocking back and forth. Look. So I have to start the whole shot again now. The whole thing all over again. And it's dead night. 07020 knots. And I'm facing right into the window. New York helicopter terminal, and I can't remember the name of the fucking place, so now I have to go look it up. Here we are in Manhattan Heliport, and we're going to take off in this microlight. We're going to climb to the top of the building 3 times, come back, and then stop the stopwatch. So, where's my stopwatch? Bollocks.
I've lost an engine. I've hit the right prop on the runway. Just go down, just touch it. There we go. Good. Oh, whoa. Am I alive? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's the runway? There it is. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're gone. We're gone. That's what happens when you go below blue line speed in an engine failure. Go on, Dizzy. Hitch down. There you go. Top's coming up, hold it level, so gonna stall, otherwise... Oh no! Don't do this to me! It's too late! It's too late, just don't stall and go into the water! Oh my god, fuck! Adding power. And up we go. Oh, I missed it! Shit! I fucking crashed. Oh, this looks really bad. Brace for impact. I've got to try and stop this before the end.
No, try not. Do or do not.
Oh, thank God. Yoda, you are so wise.
Nothing more will I teach you today.
At last, I'm going to steal an airplane. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, can I have a look around?
You can. Can I help you?
Are these keys for Cessnas? There we go. Nice, simple start. In real life, when you're flying, you've got your life in your hands. So it's very, very important, obviously, to have the appropriate licensing, the appropriate training, including safety training, etc., etc. Whereas when you're at home in your flight simulator, there's no risk at all. Okay, she wouldn't even shake my hand at this point. It was going very, very badly, and I had probably made a fool of myself. But then it dawned on me, the 4 magic words: I have a jet.
How long will you fly with this ship?
We'll go around Wicklow a little bit.
Oh no, but when we will change the plane? You know, for the private jet, what you told me, champagne.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Hello everybody, and today is a very, very special video. We're going to announce the winners of the shout-out competition. This next channel is called Reaction Review, and I've got to say, for an X-Plane channel, this guy is putting in a lot of work. All right, I'm going to hit subscribe on his channel, and you should as well.
Now I've fucked it up again. I'm way too high, and I've got to do the whole shot all over again, which is fucking fantastic. Recording, sound. No! Where's rain? Where is fucking rain gone? Bugger! If this doesn't stop now, I'll have to do this take all over again, and I won't be happy. I'll not be happy. Please stop. Please don't make me do this all over again. It's late at night. Please stop. We're driving it in a bit. Hold on, hold it up. Oh, right. That one up. And now I have to do the whole shot all over again.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Floaty, floaty landing. That was not a floaty, floaty landing. And I'm way off the runway and I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Just fantastic. That's just brilliant, that is. Okay, I can't seem to fly this at all. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I bust the G limit. Okay, I don't feel very comfortable looking at this at all. I think we need something that can handle the force, the G-forces that are applied.
I sense much fear in you.
Oh God, he's back. I shouldn't have said force.
How embarrassing.
You know, the aircraft kept coming apart because it couldn't take the G-force. You won't be laughing when I get this down without the force, Yoda.
You are reckless.
Maybe, but look what I'm going to fly. Well, I'm too heavy. I need to drop those fuel tanks. R2, see what you can do back there. Okay, looks like I can just about keep it. Oh.
Use the force, Luke.
Oh God, Obi-Wan is here as well. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, bloody yeah. Stay on target. Stay on target. Of course, now I'm doing floaty floaty. This is just not going to do. Okay, you're going to have to take the flaps up and drop the lift. Go! Okay, 140 knots. Hopefully I'll stop by the end of the runway, but I'm not too sure. Now, that seems to have done it. So, Yoda, what do you think?
See through you, we can.
That may be so, but the FA-18 has a much higher G-force tolerance.
How can this be?
It's G-force, Yoda. It's nothing to do with your forces.
Dangerous and disturbing, this
Look,
possibility.
let's be quick about this. There's the dark side of the force, your side of the force, and G-force.
No.
We might also have a G-force, but nobody can find it. Time for murder, death, kill. The bombs will actually drop. I've highlighted it for you. Oh, it's Sam. Sam. How dare he interrupt my tutorial? Bombs away.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Niederträchtiger, treuloser Feld! Feiglinge! Verräter, Versager! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie wird ersaufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Yes, I don't like trains particularly. I don't like them. I just don't like trains. Must be something to do with this freak. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh no, I didn't get the train itself. Cheeky bastard. If it's the last thing I do... Oh, brilliant, now my engine's dead. Okay, I'm going to do a kamikaze. I'm going to shoot the big Jesus out of him, and I'm going to ram him. I'm going to ram him. I'm going to take the two of us out at the same time.
You're going down, you bastard! Yes, I'm gonna get you now.
This is just humiliating. There we go, chopping all the power. Chopping all the power. Bollocks. Oh, okay, it looks like we're going to make it. Power off, it's going to bounce really hard. Oh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce. Now it's not over yet. I've got to steer the aircraft and then reverse thrust. I'm using asymmetrical thrust again just to steer it. Don't go off the runway. I can't use reverses until I have it straight. Right, reverse. Oh! Bollock! That's what that looks like. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh yeah, now I've had power and it's crashed. Brilliant. Now I have to do the whole thing all over again. Fantastic. Reverse thrust on. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I don't believe it. Why won't this work? Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. Now I have to do it all over again. Start all the cameras. And yeah, this is just fabulous. Okay, that's okay. Now, let it roll out. Oh, Yoda, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so busy looking outside and ignore the instruments.
Still looking to the horizon. Never here.
I know, Yoda. All my attention was diverted to making the video.
Heeded my words not, did
I
you?
used reverse thrust with the props out of sync. I
The
failed.
greatest teacher failure is
Oh, you're just peddling easy answers.
pass on what you have learned.
I've done it! Success! Hooray! Bit of a bouncy there, but everything's fine. I've organised. It's all good. Okay, brakey. Oh, not too much braking. I have it all under control. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything's fine. Bucker. This brings new meaning to ski slopes. Let's go. Pretty sure everyone's dead anyway. The aircraft's heavier on the ground, so let's just get it started up really quickly, shall we? Let's just move on. By some miraculous miracle, I seem to have survived my egotistical madness. My legs badly damaged as I neglected to read and understand Section 5 of the Cessna Operating Handbook, page 5-1 labeled performance. Perhaps I could crawl. What? Oh, you again, please. Oh no! Is that you, Gentle Ben? Oh, thank God, Gentle Ben. Ah, greetings and salutations, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We're in Australia today again. Yes, thanks to Incar once more. And thanks to producer Buttons, who's just started to kick off there because she was actually asleep before I said anything. And welcome, everybody, to our Sunday stream. I'll just put this camera where it should be. There it should be. There we go. So, folks, I hope you're all having a good week. And those of you in this part of the world, you're having a nice, moderately warm Sunday, which is great. 20 degrees is my temperature, I have decided. 20 degrees isn't too hot nor too cold. Just perfect for me. So, yeah. I hope you're all well. We're in Australia here. We'll talk about the flight plan now in a second. Can I get that page up? No. Yes, maybe, kind of, sort of. No, I can't. So, we're on Oz, okay? Thanks to Incar. So, this is the website, World Tour Flights, for those of you who don't know. I have to keep an eye on producer Buttons. We are in... Where are we here now? Hang on, let's zoom out here. We're in the Melbourne area. Sorry, the dog's chewing on something there. Oh, I see. She's found a little box. She's found a little box there. Sorry about all this, folks. She's found a little box there. She likes little boxes. Producer buttons does. And of course, what have you got there? Producer buttons wants to light the place on fire. Thank you for that, producer buttons. Thank you for trying to set the studio on fire. The room, really. Yes, that's producer buttons. Looking for something to get into trouble for. Yes, so sorry about that, folks, that interruption there. So we're in Australia. So the flight plan, we're in Melbourne, and you can see it on this website, which is in the link in the description. This is not going to be easy today. And you can have a look at that. I can't... Bairnsdale Airport, then to Mount Hotham, Mount Beauty, then Porepunkah Airport, and then Wangaratta. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, you can have a look at the flight plan yourselves. You probably have already. If you're watching, nothing bad's going to happen. If you're just watching and not playing along, that's okay. We might learn something. Now, I mean we, because I haven't flown the DA62, which is what I'm flying for quite some time. This is the DA62. There's a smaller version of this, the DA42, which I've flown in the past, many, many years ago now. I've forgotten almost a lot. That's what we're flying today. And yeah, so we're going to play with... Make sure, of course, you know, we've got to make... Can you hear me? Sorry, I just got to double check this, folks, because I don't see the little thing going on there. Now, yeah, you can hear me. So, let's check our fuel first. Fuel's very important. Always check your fuel before we go. Yeah. Auxiliary? Oh, maybe the left is going to be a little bit like that, okay? And we'll see what the rest gives. You know, who knows? We may make it, we may not with that. I don't know. I don't know about this auxiliary stuff. I don't know about that. You know, we'll see what that gives us. And let's just see if we make it with that. I didn't check the fuel. Let's say. So let's start this puppy up. Relatively straightforward. We got to make sure we got our fuel on. That's the left. Boom. On the right. Fuel is now on. I'm not going to go to the checklist because, you know, that's too safe, really. You know, let's get the master switch on. Fuel pumps on. Avionics master. Oh, we should really start the engines before we do that. Let's put the right master on and kick off the right engine. Let's get a view here. Press the button. That sounds exactly like a DA42. Same engines, I believe, in the DA62. And the right engine? Yeah, it would help if I put the master on for that engine. Boom. And kick her off. I should have the fuel pumps on there as well. No, it's not starting. Is it because I didn't have the fuel pump on? Or is it because I didn't crack the throttle? I shouldn't have to crack the throttle, really. If I recall. There we go. There we go. Both engines are started. Takes a while for to get everything aligned. That's it. Good. Let's switch the Garmin on and let's see if we have our flight plan. Yes, we do. Happy days. And let's zoom out a little bit. This is the Garmin 2000, isn't it? There we go. Happy days. So, we have engine start, folks. Nothing up top there. Really? Aux power. Oh, I don't remember seeing that. Let's put on some lightage just to brighten the place up. Not that we need it. And there you go, folks. So I'm going to start taxiing. Now, let's have a look outside and see. I haven't looked at the windsock either. There's everyone else. But don't forget, if you want to join us, it's free. I don't have a paywall here. Why would I have a paywall? Just free. Just look up Gripper Sim and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Add me as your friend if you want to. We're always in the North European server. We're always on Sundays at 2100 hours. UK Irish time. That's 9 o'clock. You know, in the evening, Irish UK time. And there's Steerman there, Incar, Bike Fly, Cerebral Pole, Colonel Clink, Bike Fly, I think, Bike Flyer, and there's a few bikes there. 23 Sierra, Nighthawk, K. Jensen P. And that is, of course, I have to interrupt that now because it's Colonel Clink. Greetings, Colonel Clink.
Greetings and salutations and welcome everybody. I hope you all had a good week.
They're having a great week, I think, because Nickel Term Line 5Q has just followed. Just as you came on there. How are you this week, Colonel Flake?
Not too bad. Like, you know, it's like I sorted the heat situation out, so I did.
Oh yes, tell us more about this while I
Yeah.
taxi.
I took a leap out of the book of our Australian friends, and I got myself an air conditioning unit.
Because you're in a very hot part of your house.
Yeah.
I think. Now I get a taxi for it. Would have to
okay.
the brakes off.
We're giving ourselves some flaps.
And is it on now, the air conditioning unit?
It is on now. And it is fantastic.
Excellent.
And it just works. And it has a positive kind of side effect.
Okay. Positive?
Yeah.
With that nice breeze. That nice breeze.
Well, never mind the breeze. It's actually in the background. It sounds like you sit in an aircraft.
You got to get your massive, expensive Sonos sound system working there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, or speakers.
It's only 20 cents an hour, so it's grand.
Great. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go where everyone. I'm gonna taxi where everyone else is.
Well, I go
They've obviously looked at the
where
winds.
the
I haven't.
ATC tells me to go.
Where do they say?
The other end.
Oh, I'll just keep taxiing while we're talking.
Yeah. I just.
Oh, there you are. Is that
yeah.
you in front of me?
Yeah, I just drive.
Okay,
right
I'll turn around and follow you then. I'll follow you. I'll turn around and I'll follow you. Let's see how that rudders work in this airplane. I hadn't powered the right engine and brake. Oh, the rudders. It actually works like the real thing now. This is very good, the DA62.
Well,
That's what I expect.
I decided today, because we are flying again in a country with loads of odd creatures, that I fly an odd aircraft. So today I fly the Cessna 337 push-pull. It just doesn't know where to go.
Exactly. We have one in the airfield in the real world, but it's not working yet.
Yeah. It still needs a wee bit of fixing.
It needs a lot of fixing, I would say. To leave a real airplane on the ground for any length of time is going to cost a fortune.
Somebody decided to take it apart and then forgot to put it back together.
Well, that's quite common.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people go, "Oh, I'm going to fix the airplane and I'm going to get it all working again," and you know, and I'm going to make a thing of it and learn things. And no, they kind of realise there's a lot more work that goes into it, especially if you're not a qualified engineer. Yeah. I think.
It's not something you can do in a week.
No, it's like most people who build an airplane, it stays in their garage, it just takes up space.
Absolutely.
And a lot of your bank account, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm taxiing. This is nice to taxi, this DA62. I haven't flown this for a long time. In the sim.
Yeah.
But I like the way it taxis. Do you know? I don't have to use all my rudder pedals. It's kind of like the real thing, which is good. So we're going to take off. We've got lots of fuel.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Okay then.
And nothing bad will happen.
No.
And nothing bad will happen. There's another DA62. And there's Current Clink lining up.
So, are we ready to go?
We're ready to go. We'll do a rolling start. I'll put down one stage of flaps.
Oh, okay. Turn them on.
I'll take off stage of flaps. It's now set. We'll put on the landing light and the strobe and the transponder. And let's just go. So
everything is on, apparently. Happy days.
Everything's on. And let's get on the center line, though. And off we go. On the center line. Good.
And there we go. Happy days.
And take off the weight off the nose. And just rest some weight off the nose wheel. And up we go.
Gear comes up.
Excellent. Positive rate of climb flaps up. Sorry, gear up. Flaps up. Really, it should be positive rate of climb flaps up. I know.
Oh. Now I made a wee bit of a boo-boo.
Oh. What boo-boo was this?
I'm not quite sure how to work the autopilot.
and I forgot to set my autopilot before I took off, which is very bold. I'm right behind you here now. Trim. I'm on manual here, and I'm going to have to sort out the autopilot. So let us get our altitude first. Now, you see, I have to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Altitude, we got to 2,000 feet. 2,500 feet. As you can see here. Oh, we're going to get the mouse back, as we can see here. We want to switch it to nav mode. Come on. Vertical speed on, okay, and nav mode. Won't let me select nav mode. Won't let me oh, wrong button. The nav mode it has there as well. Let's get back current link back into our screen. There's DCS ducks. I've lost current link there now. There's Baker Fly. There's current link there. And let us activate the autopilot. Let's get a little bit. You can't see the real sim gear there, can you? So let's get the camera working. There we go. I mean, it's not the best camera in the world. I shouldn't have cheaped out. There's no zoom on it, so you can't really see. Maybe you can, I don't think so. And that's the autopilot button there. And let us 1200 feet a minute I've set with the vertical speed. I think that's a little bit too much. Let's go about 5. Let's activate the autopilot. Autopilot on. Got lower the nose a good bit there. Not a very good transition, but we're on the autopilot now. I should turn left. And is it going to climb 600 feet a minute? If you see here, this black bar here, it's starting to increase. Yes, it's doing its thing, and it's intercepting about 30 degrees, which, oh, sorry folks, which is, this line will come in. Not best to intercept, it's a bit slow. Have I got it on everything set up? Yeah. So let's see if it intercepts that. I'd rather a 30 degree, see this, we should be turning about 060 now, a little bit 055. Anyway, let's not be picky. And it seems to be doing as it should. When the bar comes in, I hope. It's very slowly it's coming in. Just I can do better intercept than that. Autopilot off. I'm going to do proper intercept here. 30 degrees. There. That'll do. Now I'll start coming in. Oh, it's quite far away. Anyway, let's get some eye candy. Autopilot back on. I like the way it says engaging autopilot, and we're just about to level off at 25, 20 feet to go. That's fine. Let's have a look outside. And Colonel Klink, how are you getting on with the autopilot on your Cessna?
I can't remember. Did the Cessna have an autopilot?
Do you know, I can't remember. We did fly that one stream. I'm going very slow, I know that much. So I need full power to catch up with everybody. That's why I'm late all the time. Not because I'm climbing at a slow speed. Should always climb at full power on these. Now, there's everybody there. I understand we're going to be getting into mountainous areas. This flight seems by Incar, by the way. There's Colonel Klink turning around for some reason. Or am I passing you out? Let's see what he's up to. Let's see what he's flying, right? Let's get the camera off my aircraft. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. We'll talk about that later. Drone lock mode off. No, off. Drone speed. Let's get that up a bit. And let's go. I know I have actual controls here on my. There's your mama. There we go. Colonel Klinks, you're going back to the airport.
Yeah, I noticed.
Is that a purpose? Is that the autopilot? Let's see if I can get this. Let's see if I can actually. See, it's very hard. It's so sensitive. I've got to activate the screen though. Slow down the speed. There we go. There's Colonel Klink. That is a Cessna Skymaster. Skymaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
An engine in the front and an engine in the back. They're quite old. They have an engine in the front and the back. To explain that, right, it takes a bit, but the thought was, you see, if you've got two engines on an airplane, one engine stops, you got a massive yawing motion if the other engine stops immediately after takeoff. So it's very dangerous when you're pitching up at low speed. So they thought they put an engine in the front and the back to alleviate that, but it's just down to pilot training, I think, anyway. So it's a funny looking airplane, and that's why you don't see many of them anymore, you know. So I'm supposed to show you that then. Let's play, right? Autopilot off. I'm going to fail an engine, okay? So I'm going to pitch up, take a little bit of full power, say I'm climbing, okay? Now I'm going to give you wide view here, folks. I can't give you any wider view. What a pain. I'm going to fail the left engine, which to me, as I'm facing the sim, is here. Okay, to you it might look like the right. Okay, so we're climbing quite slowly. I'm going to reduce power totally on the left engine, and it's going to yaw in that direction. It's going to yaw to the left as I see it. 74 knots, all the power off. Look at that. And that's dangerous because you can go into a spin there and it's very hard to recover. But I wasn't going slow enough for it to go into the spin there. Let's give myself the power back. And let's try that. Let's try that more aggressively. So let's pitch up. Let's pitch up quite a bit. Let's pitch up too much. 80 knots now. So he's slowing down even though I've got full power. 70 knots. Now I'm going to fail the left. See, it just tips over. See that? Scary bears. Yeah, so that's quite scary bears. So you don't want that to happen after takeoff. Just, you know, there's all sorts of reasons for that. So to stop that from happening, they put the engine in front or the back so you don't have that big distance between the two engines and the centre of gravity. I won't go on about it because it'll bore you to tears. We're going to get back on track now. Let's get full power because we're going to slab it in. Oh, we've got to our... Are we getting to our next airport here? The first airport is... The next airport is... Let me just get that up here on the screen. Is... Yankee Bravo November Sierra. Yankee Bravo November Sierra. No, that's not it. We got a bit to go. Now, I want to climb. Let's see how high we can go up with this thing. 92 knots now already. Let's get the autopilot. Let's get our autopilot sorted out. So what I want is I want vertical speed to be about... If you look here, 2,000 feet. Well, I don't think this aircraft. We'll say 1,600 feet a minute. And our altitude. Let's go for... Do you think that... What's that producer button? Do you think that's too high? Do you want higher? She never barks. Maybe someone's trying to break into the house, folks. Oh, it's a washing machine. I gave myself a fright there, folks. Where am I going? What am I doing? What's happening? Vertical speed. Come on, up we go. Let's reset that there now. So, 1,600 feet a minute. Right, and autopilot on. Boom. So, good. So we're all set. So let's see how high we can get. I'm going to jam it in full power here. Maybe that's going to be too slow because everyone's going to get ahead of me. So I'm going to reduce the climb, the vertical speed to 1,000 feet a minute. Okay. So I'll increase the altitude. I think this is a reasonable leg here. We'll go to 10,000 feet. There we go. Good. Good. Reset cam. Boom. Let's say hello to everybody who's online. we have in front of us, I'll start from the top left. We got Cross, Equidus Evolved, Florida Fella, D-Man, Evo 5, KJSP, DCS Dux, No Not A Lot, Davo, ARH64CDN. We have on the bottom Raptor X, Top Gun, Nighthawk, Mazik 234. We've also got Bakerfly there, the Kodiak. Behind we have Cerebral Paul, Johnny F, Flyboy, Colonel Clink, Your Mama, Shady Sim, Lewis. Welcome, Lewis. Tango 22 and 23 Sierra. And that's all I can see at the minute. There may be more of you on. More than likely there is. You'll pop in and pop back because it only shows about 20 people, doesn't it? Invites them. I hope the volume is good. I haven't looked at the chat yet. That's first time chat from L Hancock 32. We're on the North European server, and thank you, Davo, for answering. And Davo gave the flight plan as well. Thank you very much, Davo. That's on Twitch. Let's have a look at YouTube there, because I want to say hello to everyone on YouTube as well. I thought I had your chat open there on YouTube. So this is what happens when Juicer Buttons doesn't do her job. Do you know? Juicer Buttons isn't doing her job. She's doing all this for Juicer Buttons. Juicer Buttons is back. Wondering what's going on. What's going on? My camera's falling over. There we go. Good. So on YouTube, Shuffle Shoes. Hello, Shuffle Shoes. Hello to you too. Gloppy D's on. Incar is chatting. Welcome to Victoria. This is Incar's flight plan. Welcome to Victoria, Australia. I promise to do a different area state next time. That's no problem. Windage, thank you very much for the flight plan. Windage is with us, says hello. Incar then says evening. He's saying hello to Colonel Clink. Is anyone on SU10 beta and unable to see any more in multiplayer? Oh, someone's on the beta. I'm not in the beta. You will only see other people on the beta as they are on different servers. Okay, so that might be an issue for you. Ian Pollard's with us, Dale Hoover on YouTube, and many others watching. How many's watching on YouTube? We have... don't forget, actually, I keep forgetting. Apparently in YouTube it makes a difference if you hit the like button. I'm just guessing. But do hit the like button if you like it. You know, if you're having fun, hit the like. Don't forget. I always forget to ask you to hit the like button. You know, some people kind of say too much. I'll tell you what. You can do it for button's sake. Look at the cuteness. Look at the cuteness. Look. No, she's not. Hit the like button. Right. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, what other chat have we got? Oh, right. I'm getting into trouble here. Ow. That's my arm, that white thing. And that's producer buttons. That's what happens. Ow! Scratchy, scratch. Yeah, that's what happens when I'm flying. Producer buttons.
What are you doing to producer buttons?
She's jumping up on me.
You're sitting on her seat.
No, I'm just, you know, she's just wondering what's going on. Thinks I have something in my hands, which I don't. I gave her that thing. I gave her that thing before the stream.
Okay.
So this wouldn't happen. Do you know? And she's giving me the look. She's giving me the look of, you know. And where am I? I just don't overstep the runway. I don't want to go past the runway. So let's just double check how far out we are. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're hotel, yeah, YHOT. Jeez, if I missed an airport here, let me look at the flight plan. Where is it? Where is it? Damn it, I've missed it. I've gone over the airfield. I didn't see it though in the flight plan. I gone over?
Are we already at some random airfield?
I think I've passed it. I think I've passed the first airfield, Colonel Clink. I think I passed the first airfield. I can't see what I've just passed though. And I can't scroll around unless I start fiddling around with this button here. Can I do that? No, let me. No. I press it in first. No. No, I don't know. No, interesting. There is a waypoint called Grips. Anyway. So yeah, I may have gone over the first airfield. I'm just guessing, and I can't see it at all. But I'm catching up with everybody. Why can't I look around? You're well behind us, are you, Colonel Clink?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can figure this out. Look at the VFR map and see if that works. Come on. No, that ain't working either. Something is amiss. Oh, here it comes. Eventually. But it doesn't give us any information on the airfields.
Okay, so far we only like a custom nav points here.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I read it wrong. Oh, okay. It's further ahead, but maybe I read it wrong on the flight plan here. Oh, sorry, that's where we're leaving. Okay, so it is Yankee Hotel Oscar Tango. Just a panic attack there. You know, oh dear, you know, because I've done this. I've never done that before.
But flying past the airfield.
Just flying straight over at the airfield.
I've never seen you doing this.
No, never. No, I never make any mistakes. Yeah, you know. No, never make any mistakes. Not at all. I always know how to work the aircraft.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to worry about this fuel business later. So, yeah, we'll keep going. We're good. All is fine. Everything's good. Producer Buttons has now gone to sleep, and everything's fine and dandy. So this is the DA62. It has another 2 seats in the back. No, let me go back any further. See those 2 little seats? It's really squashed together. So it has 2 and 3. So that's 5 passengers. 6 passengers in total if you count the one beside you. So it just has more capacity and probably more range than the DA42.
It's actually, I saw a DA42 the other day, but they didn't want to give me the keys for some bizarre reason.
Well, where was that? Was that in Waterford?
No. I think it was Weston.
I wonder who owns... I saw one in Waterford. There's one floating around Ireland.
Waterford.
There's one in Waterford.
Might have been Waterford.
Yeah, it's in Waterford, and I took a picture of it to see what company's operating, what they're doing with it.
I asked for the keys, but nobody wanted to give me. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, it's better to steal them.
Yeah.
Just... It's best to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Yeah.
I think.
I just wanted to see what she does, like, you know.
Yeah. So here's Australia. Here's Melbourne. Lots of free land. Well, it's not free, but lots of land. Lots of... It's, you know...
Lots of mountains.
Big country.
Yeah.
Big country. And it's only the outskirts, really. It's only the... You know, when you look at the map, it's a little film of green almost all the way around. And you think, it's not a lot of land. It's actually massive. It's a lot. We're 10,000 feet, so we got a bit to go. So let's play. Let's see if we can climb up.
What's the ceiling of the 62?
I don't know.
Ah,
Let's find out, shall we?
absolutely.
Vertical speed. Up we go, please. 1,000 feet a minute will do. I know I'm doing full power. I know it's a sim. So I'm consistently winding the button. Oh, the camera's gone again. I don't remember switching that on. Oh, it's on. Okay. So I'm winding this button here if you can see it. I need to get a proper camera with a zoom on it. Really. More money. Anyway, we're going to try 20,000 feet now. I'm going to go for 20,000 feet.
What do we have here now?
So that's another 10,000 feet, 1,000 feet per minute. So that's 10 minutes to get up. No, I don't like that. Let's increase our climb to half that, which is 5 minutes. So I'm going to try and climb at 1,500 feet a minute. It slows down a little bit, but that's okay. So now it's a 5-minute climb. Am I right with my calculations?
So I'm just looking here.
Yep. I know those of you who know a lot about flying are saying, "Well, grab some oxygen past 10,000 feet," and you'd be right. Pull oxygen. Oh, pull on. It was already on. So also this one is, I believe, pressurized.
No, it is not.
So you have to wear an oxygen mask.
Yep.
Okay, I just guessed there because I saw the oxygen
It's
pull on,
like
pull off.
you should have like oxygen connectors overhead.
Ah, so it is a. Oh, there we go. Is that it? No, that's aux. That's the light and the fan. Interesting. Oh, the button isn't active. That's auxiliary power.
Let's look at the lights. Look at the lights, like below the lights.
No.
Look behind you.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
No, they're headset jacks.
I think there's like sort of oxygen jacks overhead for front and back.
So it's not pressurized. Anyway, that's fair enough. It's no big deal. Okay. Good. Yeah, so it's gotta wear a mask. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know. I guessed, and I'll be doing a lot of guessing when something bad happens. There'll be a lot of guessing happening. So what's this? Auxiliary pump. Left fuel low. Left auxiliary fuel low. Right auxiliary fuel low. It'll be fine. You know. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Which one? Okay, so the left engine's going to go, right? But I've got the auxiliary fuel pumps on here now, right? Let's switch them off, the crack. Okay. Oh, so we're both in ox fuel then, does that say? Anyway, that's going to go first. So, you know, we want to feed then the fuel from the right tank to the left engine. So I pull one back to the crossfeed. But if I pull, let's say the left fails, what I'm going to try is pull it to the crossfeed. So I can only assume that if I pull this back by the logic I'm looking at here now, is that would crossfeed from the right, and that we're going to try that. You know, sometimes these things can be confusing. And we're going to try that. And I have done this in the sim before, where oh no, it's not, it's the other way around. It's all sorts of confusion. And there you go. That's, you know, it's a big thing with me, I think. In the real thing, I won't get in it unless I know exactly how to work the fuel system. Because it is confusing sometimes, you know, it really is. And you got to figure it out. And that infuriates me.
The manufacturers have
Sometimes.
it all different for some bizarre reason. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, there should be a logic in all fucking twin engine airplane And it's simple because people are going to go shit. They're going to panic and they're going to do something wrong, and it's human nature to panic a little bit. And that's why they, you know, get you to slow down. So I'm going to try that. We are getting too high only because we're going to land soon. So let's get down really, really quick. So I'm going to talk. We're not going to get. We're at 17,000 feet now. So let's start getting down. So I'm decreasing the altitude. Let's just get it down low and amount first. Let's take the power back. And let's get down at... Come on, vertical speed. Let's get down at 3,000 feet a minute. 3.5. Let's burst everybody's eardrums, shall we? Go a little bit slow there for a moment. Let's also dump some flaps down before we run out of speed, and let's push the gear down to keep it below our speed, because I'm doing naughty things now. Vertical speed just ignored. Oh no, I didn't keep lowering the altitude. So you gotta keep twisting that knob down. It tried to level off there on me. 4,000 feet a minute.
No. When you're coming into land, remember the piano keys.
Oh yes. Let's get more flaps out, keep it slow.
Now saying that, I see somebody flying in a Kodiak. He has like the distinct advantage.
Yep. So we're coming down as fast as we can. We've got all our, if I may say so, all our shit out. So we're below the maximum speed for the gear down, flaps down. So we come down as quick as we can. There is someone in a large jet hovering overhead. That's Lewis.
But that's how
Lewis, welcome.
That's how you learn it, like, you know, your BSI and BSO.
That's it. Shit in, shit out.
Exactly.
Looks like Florida fella's there first. Just so I can see. Oh, there's a flying saucer. Flying saucer. And we're coming down at 70 feet a bit. We're coming down at 4,000. We can increase that, can't we? Well, we're coming down at 2,700 feet a minute, which is the best we can do. All the power is stopped. It should pitch the nose more. Is that as much as it'll do? Okay, well, let's do this. Let us do this with autopilot off. Let's say autopilot is now. Put my feet in the rudder pedals now. Autopilot off. Let's go down a little bit faster. I may have to do an orbit. So I'm going to do a right-hand orbit. Now, this is not a way to fly an airplane, obviously. But you know, if it's a private flight, it's not illegal. Now we lose a lot of altitude. Let's zoom in a little bit. Good. 120 is well, we can go 130. We're going to lose our speed when we get closer. So that's quite a rate to set. Now we're doing minus 4,000 feet a minute. 4,000 feet a minute in a descent. So now we're coming down nicely now at 120 knots. I can turn even steeper now, and that'll increase that. $130 knots, and let's get. Now we're coming down low enough, I reckon. Let's take the gear up again. That's some power. Flops up. That was a descent and a half. Probably a little bit too low. Airfield's over here. Yeah, I went a little bit too low there, didn't I? A little bit off my center line. How are you getting on, Colonel Click?
Not too bad. I'm catching up with this.
You may notice I don't have my Toby on. My tracker. Because I got the track IR to see what that would be like. So I don't have my Toby with me today because they're both plugged in and they're both going nuts because, well, yeah, anyway. You can't have both plugged in at the same time, I'm guessing. So, my gear up, yep. Here we go. So, thank you for reminding me, Karen Click, because I would have done something crazy there. .120 knots is about right. Let's keep this altitude. Let's declutter. Oh, I have to get the old camera going here, folks. The recording. Come on, recorder. Let's take a bit of power back. Gear down. Get the recorder going. And we're recording. Good. Get on the center line. I said declutter. There we go. Decluttering is happening. First stage flaps. Second stage flaps. No need to change the power setting. Get on the center line. Would be nice. Lots of trim. Let's get slower. Okay. There's the piano keys, folks. I gotta land on the line or after the piano keys. I'm just sending too much now. And I've messed up my picture that I want. Let's get to the stall. All the power back. I'm going to leave it a little bit on in case I need it. I have no reverse thrust. Oh, land until... There we go. Long landing.
What reverse thrust
Brakes are on.
are you speaking of?
Yeah, I have no reverse thrust in this. Not quite at the center line, but we stopped early-ish. Brakes are on. And let's see where current link's coming in. So that's the best I could do. Oh! Now I can see behind me. Someone may have done it, but I didn't see. It's Incar. So, and the PC6 Tango. I didn't see him land though. Incar, I've done it to you again. But I'm going to give Incar the benefit of the doubt, Colonel Klink, okay?
Oh, okay.
So he's number 1 at the moment. I'm number 2. Mazak is number 3. So here comes Colonel Klink on final. Oh, DCS Ducks. Oh no, he landed. He kind of. And here comes someone else. Oh, flared too much at the last moment. There's only a Reaper in that thing. Microsoft, what are you doing? Cerebral Paul coming in here in 172. Let's get in for some action here. Speed up the camera a little bit. Here comes Sarah Paul. Oh, he's disappeared. Blast. Here comes Cross on a jet. Very nice landing, Cross. Who else is there? Is there someone ghosting in there? I can see Cerebral Paul but in the 172, but I can't see. He disappeared. Colonel Klink's up there somewhere.
It's like I'm 8 miles out.
Cerebral Paul may have done it, but I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. I can't see your airplane because you're right on top of this one. So Cerebral Paul could have done it. I know I'm butchering your name. Sarah Bella Pear 474. Who's coming in next? Everyone, here comes Flyboy in the DA62 as well. Let's zoom in here a little bit faster. So folks, just for those of you who joined us, okay, because I have to keep saying this. You see, the very beginning of the runway, usually there's a white bit here, right? But we can just say the beginning of the runway, which is the asphalt, okay? So your wheels have to touch down on the asphalt, not on the grass. If you touch down the grass, you're disqualified. And you got to go to a stop as soon as possible. And it looks like Cerebral Pear is number 1 actually in the 172. I'll have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Here goes Flyboy, the DA62. And he's coming in. Looks like he's trying for it as well. Oh, but a bounce there messed him up. A little bit too hard in the landing. So he's gone past a little bit, but not bad. Lewis here is coming in as well. See, some of you disappear and come back again. It's not my fault. Another DA62. It's Lewis. Lewis. Welcome, Lewis. 6145. He's coming in. It's a hard thing to do, though, folks. Oh, he's on the grass. He's on the grass. That's disqualification. You know, if I didn't see that now, you know. But good, he's right beside me. In fact, he beat me by a hair. Lewis, well done. Lewis, well done. Well, actually didn't, because he landed on the grass. You're disqualified. I don't enjoy that. Don't really. That's Baker flying the Kodiak. There's Tango 22 coming in. Tango 22 is the C172, but he's disappeared. The 172s are not appearing. I can just see their lights. That's why. I can't see the 172s, folks. Bakerfly is coming in. Is he going to hit the grass first? No, he's touched down. And he's on the Kodiak. He's jamming in reverse thrust. Oh, it's just gone past me there. Don't do the reversey thing, but good attempt though, Bakerfly. It's Bakerfly, yeah. Good attempt, Bakerfly. Here comes Bike Flyer then. Bike Flyer's next, folks. Bike Flyer 007. He is flying the... It looks like a microlight. The FDCT. Yeah. Very slow. Well, he's going to beat us all in this little microlight, folks. Look at this. It's going to be easy for him to beat us all. Don't try putting a headwind, folks. I know. I know.
It's real life weather.
Real live weather. He's just doing a normal landing. Okay, I see what he's doing. But very nice landing all the same. Look at that lovely landing he's making. Very nice. What a butter landing. Well done. Very nice. Well done to Bike Flyer 007. There's Shady Sim, Johnny F, and then Colonel Clink. Here comes Shady Sim on the VL3, which I believe is very fast and slow. So it's a short field aircraft, I believe. A very fast airplane. This one. 2 seats only. So is he going to try and beat our record without hitting the grass first? You can see his shadow there. I'm trying to keep the camera still as best I can, and it's not very good. He's made it, and he's right down, right touchdown. Oh, we may have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have Shady Sim is first at the VL3. And here comes Colonel Clink. Can Colonel Clink take the number 1 position? And he comes wing down slightly into wind. Trying to avoid hitting the grass first. A little bit of a long landing, but he's down. The wheels are down and he's braking. And he's gone right past Cooper Sim. But very well done. You don't have reverse thrust. It's hard.
Those brakes are shit.
Yeah. It's like me last week. But, you know, Shady Sim is the winner. But Shady Sim, I hope he didn't put on a headwind. Shady Sim's got it. Oh, here comes someone else behind Shady Sim. And it looks like he's gone way past Shady Sim. It looks like he's going for a normal landing. That's Johnny F. And the last one I can see coming in here is Bakerfly in the TBM9. Can Evo 5 take it all? He's in the Gripper Sim livery. That gives him a chance, folks. Here he comes. Firm landing. Bit of a bounce, though, and he's just going for a normal landing. There you go, folks. That was our first airfield. So I think it's time to go again, Colonel Clink. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Or do you want to wait for your brake discs to cool down?
No,
right.
There's
None
no
of this.
such thing. I don't think it has brake discs, the way it brakes.
No. I've got a bing bing. And that's Mr. Moss has followed. Mr. Moss, welcome. Mr. Moss.
Okay.
Mr. Moss, not from... Is that Mr. Moss from Moss Technology?
I do not know.
But it just popped in my head there. It was a chap called Mr. Moss from Moss Technology. And did he go flying? He bought an airplane. Anyway, park and brake off. See, I know everything. Let's go. Full power. Flaps up to take off as we roll. A little bit forward on the stick. Everything's fine. I think the path's going to happen. Both engines are running normally. 45 knots now. Getting the center line. Let's rotate it a bit. Up we go. Good. Climbing. No remaining runway available. Gear up. Positive rated climb. Flaps up. Let's get our autopilot sorted out here, folks. Whilst... We should have done this before we took off, but there you go. So I'm going to climb to, let's say... 4,000 feet. We want to rate a climb of not 5,600 feet, please, because we'll just stall. Let's say 2,000 feet a minute for shits and giggles. Autopilot on. And hands off. Appears to be diving. Let's try that again, shall we? Vertical speed. Oh, it was at minus 2,000 feet a minute. I wonder has anyone made that mistake in real life? It should have been plus 2,000 feet a minute. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Autopilot on. Beautiful transition. Yeah. I just did it. That's why you do all the checks before you take off. Yeah, that's an interesting one. You know. Let's get our navigation sorted out here. Range, let's get an idea how long this will take. Not too long. Let's have a look outside. There's everyone behind there, folks. Let's get a view of the A42 there. With everyone in the camera as well. I love the way you can hear all the other engines. I don't know at home if you can hear what I can hear. I think this headset might be a bit more, you know. But the atmosphere when you're flying online... I'm going to get rid of some of the cameras, folks, for eye candy purposes. Don't need him now. We don't need him. We don't need my face. There we go. Bit of eye candy. So how are you getting on, Colonel Pink? Are you happy with your Cessna?
Yeah, no, she's doing fine.
Would you... Not as good as the Kodiak then, I bet.
No.
Kodiak's a bit more modern.
Yeah. It's like the whatchamacallit. No, it's the Kodiak is like phenomenal in performance, like, you know, what it can do.
It's a lovely airplane.
Yeah.
Very jerky on the camera there. Sorry about this, folks. See, what happens is you gotta activate the main screen, you know, for the controls to take effect. And I know what you're expecting is this kind of transition. There we go. There's Beckerfly and the Kodiak beside me. Mod autopilot, Beckerfly, so do come alongside. So, my lessons in DCS world are coming along nicely. Thanks to DCS Ducks.
Well, did you manage to hit anything yet?
Yeah. I figured out. It's not.
Not that. I don't mean the aircraft carrier when you land. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I'll leave that one out then. But see what's going to happen to me now, the autopilot. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go manual here because we're going to run out of fuel on the left engine at some point. I always miss it when the autopilot's on because the autopilot will take over. So, yes, I have. You know, and he was showing me lots of things. He's going through each week all the different weapon systems. Oh, there we go. It's an engine failure on the right engine because I got to put in inside the left engine. See, you can make a mistake fairly, you know. You can jump to conclusions. Dead leg, dead engine. dead leg is the left engine is gone. Okay, it feathers automatically, so I'm going to take the power back in that engine. So I'm going to take my time, so I'm going to lower the nose, so I still have some speed, so we don't stall. I'm going to confirm the left engine by looking at the instruments. It's the left engine. And I'm going to take the throttle back of the left engine. Okay, there we go. Now, I will remember what we were talking about. Go back to DCS for now in a sec. So, left engine's failed. So, it's going to be some procedures to check if I can restart the engine. And it's going to be some point we have to decide, okay, it's not going to start. So, it's a fuel problem, alright, as we know. So, okay. Oh dear, I didn't check the fuel before it took off. Whoa. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep flying. And I'm going to cross-feed what I think is a cross-feed. See, this is the problem. I'm going to shut down the left engine to cross-feed. Okay. I hear it kicking off there, folks. Yeah, there it is. There's the RPM back. So that's actually fairly... There's the RPM, 1500 RPM, and that's at idle. So that's fine. So I can put the power back. There we go. Back up to my profile. Autopilot back on. Letting go of the controls. Nice smooth transition. And now we are taking fuel from the right engine for both engines. Sorry, from the right tank for both engines. Brilliant. So there, all you do, Colonel Kink, right?
Yeah.
It's on the DA62. You switch. You don't switch off. It's a red leaf to stop you switching off the fuel entirely.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just pull it back to a red catch, and that'll cross-feed from the live tank.
Yeah.
Which is actually very not confusing.
However, there's a feature in the DA62, right? If you have fuel in the auxiliary tank, you just switch the auxiliary pump on for the left-hand tank.
Of course, I forgot about that. Yes. Let's try the auxiliary fuel pump. Yes, thank you. So I'm going to switch that on. I'm going to put the fuel up to left engine on. Oh, it's failed again. Okay, so there's nothing in the auxiliary because I think we're already on the auxiliary. Auxiliary, yeah. We're already on the auxiliary, I think.
Oops.
Yeah. So there's another catch. Gotcha. So no drama there, folks. There's a bing bing. A nice out bing bing from Joey Mac Design has just subscribed. He's resubscribed Prime for 2 months. Joey Mac Design, thank you very much. Joey Mac is one of our oldest long-term subscribers. Thank you, Joey Mac Design, for subscribing. I appreciate it.
So, what is the next airfield like? Where is it?
I don't know. Yankee Mike Bravo Tango.
I haven't studied this at all.
Another Vi.
It's like I just jumped in the plane and, you know, follow the purple line, magenta line.
As I do each week, I confess. And just hope for the best. Let me just zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, Bravo Mike. Sorry, Yankee Mike Bravo Tango. So.
I think at the next airfield we gonna take our break as well.
Yes, let's take a break at the next airfield. So, folks, where was I? Colonel Fink, we were talking about DCS World. So, I have blown some stuff up. Very interesting. So, we were going to all the different modes and bombs and stuff. And I was saying, you know, what if I concentrate on one thing? I was thinking to myself, and get good at that. And then, you know, we can do a few missions. I might do... See, I keep saying this every week. Let me switch on my cameras because my cameras are all off here. So you can't see my face.
What's wrong with your face?
It's not on the cameras.
Oh,
It's terrible.
I thought you broke your face.
Oh, yeah, that could happen. That could happen. So yeah, it's not hard once you know what you're doing in DCS world. A lot of people, and you know me included, I have to say I was kind of lazy, going, oh man, I have to learn stuff now. It's a little bit of a hill to climb with things like this, but the reward is, once you know what you're doing, the reward is massive. You know, the reward is quite good. So I'm going to, dumb bombs are easy, rockets are easy. Dogfighting is, I don't know yet. It's a lot to dogfighting actually, but I'm going to leave that for a while. I'm going to concentrate on bombing without getting blown up. So I'm going to have to get into an area, or egress into an area, or ingress. Is it ingress?
Well,
Ingress into an area.
You
See, it's that
ingress.
terminal. Ingress. And
You ingress for in and you egress for out.
Okay, ingress into an area without being blown up by SAM, so I'm going to have to think about that. So there may be, I might carry some sort of missiles to blow up radars and bomb something and get back alive. So I'm going to keep it simple, because I want to stream it during the week, randomly at first. So I learned some stuff like that, and then you kind of move on. Right, I'm going to do, you know, a different system. But apparently DCS instructors are saying once you get used to all the systems in this aircraft, they're all kind of the same on other aircraft. So the learning, just like what we're flying here, it's actually turns out to be the same kind of thing.
But in the end of the day, like, you know, when you fly an aircraft, like, you know, it's like every aircraft flies the same. It just has different speeds.
That kind of thing, yeah, exactly. But the systems at first is very, 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 very complicated. Now my altitude is, I'm still climbing past 800 feet. You're probably all screaming at me. I didn't level off at my 5,000 feet. I don't know why that was. Because I've got to twist this knob forever now. We'll just keep climbing to see what happens. But yes, it is. I'm expecting the rewards to come once I know one thing very well. So yeah, it's good fun. I got to track IR because the Toby wasn't giving me what I needed. It's great for turning maybe 90 degrees each side. You know, the track IR might be a little bit accurate. Now I didn't need to get the track IR, but I got it because for making videos it'll be a bit more accurate than the Toby. But the Toby's fine.
Here's a question for you.
Now I don't know which is better, to be honest with you.
Does a Toby work with the track IR software?
I don't know. I don't think so. Well, I starting the simulator, I had problems left, right, and centre with Flight Sim because I don't know if the drivers or something like that. So I'm gonna have to remove the Toby entirely for Flight Simulator, which is why I'm not using the head tracking today because Toby went nuts.
I'm just wondering, like, you know, it's like if there's like loads in a difference of how they operate, or you know, if one software fits all, like, you know. Maybe.
Now we're gonna have to come down like a ton of bricks again, folks. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have the time to research it. Do you know? But I want to get, and then I can decide which is better, you know.
Okay, so.
But the Toby's cheaper. You know? The Toby is cheaper. I'm going very slow there when I was climbing. I'm going to speed up now in a minute. 10,000 feet a minute descending at. Nah.
How many feet per minute?
5,000 feet a minute. Which it won't do on autopilot.
No.
I won't climb so high again because we're missing out on the views, really, aren't we, folks? So I'll come a little bit lower in the next few flights. And we might do some map of the earth flying after the break. Some crazy madness after the break will happen. Fuel looks like, you know, we're okay for fuel. We might refuel at this airport. So at most it'll descend at, let's see if we put the gear down here.
Well, I'm descending way over 2,000 feet per minute at the moment.
Get the autopilot off. Have the gear down will cause more drag. I'm going to have to do right-hand orbit for sure. So let's keep the speed up and do a quick right-hand orbit. Not end up too low. Have to pull the nose up a bit. That will create a little bit of G-force, a bit more apparent weight, and more drag, therefore more of a descent without the speed increasing too much. Now we're coming down at 2,600. I want more than that. I want to get some flaps down, but let's play this properly. Let's get the wide arc and start lowering some flaps. The wide arc's 120. There's 120. First stage of flaps coming down. Second stage of flaps coming down. So we've got full flaps now. I can afford to lower the nose even more and get a higher rate of descent. The rate of descent now at 100, and we'll go for 120 knots, which is going to be around about 5,000 feet a minute. I can see it. We're now at 5,600 feet a minute. No, too much. Change my attitude there. So about 5,000 feet a minute. We're getting in here. I think that possibly may help us. I'll straighten the way. The runway's over here somewhere. It's over here, over there somewhere. I can't quite see it yet. And we're coming down pretty quick. Now I'm thinking. Oh, there's everyone landed in there. Let's turn. See, there's the runway there. Florida fellas coming in. Lonely Reapers overhead. So let's see if we can time this so I don't have to take all the stuff up again. Going a little bit fast, but that's okay. It'll slow down soon enough. Coming up to our last turn towards the airfield. Is that going to work? I'm at 8,400 feet there now. I don't know when I make that, folks. Got all the flaps down, 122 knots. We're still coming down at 4,700 feet a minute. That is showing here. Around 5,000 feet a minute at 125 knots. That's not so bad. Take our turn. Let's declutter. Now you can see the runway clearly. And it looks like we'll get over these hills and we'll be okay. So I might have to start adding power at some point. There we go. This is working out quite nicely. Yeah, I like the steep approach over the hills. So that's a get out of jail card if you're too high. Have I ever done it in real life? Yes. At certain places, you know, when you're close to the airport, let's say 10 nautical miles out or 20 or whatever the laws are at the time, you can't be above a certain altitude. So you could get into trouble. Now I'm going to start taking... I don't want to drag it in. We're still at idle. I'm going to get over this hill and then we can lower the nose a bit more. I don't necessarily want to add power and waste fuel. So I'll add a bit of power. Bugger. Just a little bit. Don't want to go too slow. I've only got 93 knots now. After this hill I'll be able to lower the nose. So it looks like there's no white line, but the beginning of the asphalt current clink, yeah? Are you ahead of me?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Coming down the hill. Feet on rudder pedals. I've got these wires everywhere. I don't want to pull the wires out. Ah! Going too fast. And I should be side-stepping.
I was way too fast.
Oh, I go too fast. Side-stepping. I shouldn't do that in Flight Simulator because it's terrible. 96 knots is too fast, but hopefully now I can slow down. Before the runway, all the power's off. Oh, yes, yes, yes. They're slowing down very, very fast. Oh, it's a very bump before the runway. 70 knots. Oh! Oh!
Oh, what?
A button bit my toe. Oh, someone else almost said what I did. I crashed into the bank.
Oh.
It's a bit of an illusion there. It's not an illusion. I saw it coming up and there's nothing I could do about it. I crashed. I was trying to get it right on the beginning of the runway. You know, really was trying to get right on the beginning. But no, I hit the bank, which is just before the runway. I'm going to try it again. So I failed.
Oh, dear.
I failed. And it won't. It keeps accelerating me when I'm hitting the Y button. I just want to try it for shits and giggles. So that's 100 knots it's going at now. So it shouldn't go any faster than 100 knots. So that's what happens if you try to get it right at the beginning of the runway. That's the danger, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the danger.
There could be like
So
a
you should
fence or, you know, some silly things some people put in place there for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, you go to raise the nose and you keep descending.
Yeah.
You should land deep into the runway. But no, this is Gripper Sim Sunday. So 97 knots, I'm not going to do very well here. It's a very thin run. I'm almost doing it again here now. Oh, 86 knots.
No, we had like a very long one because I was way too fast. Are you doing this again?
I'm trying to stop. Oh, the engines have stopped. The left engine has stopped. Why is the left engine stopped?
I do not know.
So there I am. Brake.
You see, the problem is like I don't have much runway left to take off. And there are trees. But we ignore the trees.
Oh, you came in. Do you know who it looks like the winner is? Let's just point out
not
the winner
me.
here. It looks like someone is... I didn't see them land, though. There's
Yeah.
more to come in. Let's not take the break until everyone's in. I can't see his... It won't show me his tag. There's someone there very early landed, and it looks like they're flying a... It doesn't... No, it's I don't know what they're flying. Lewis, PC6. Good image. And Incar has come in the PC6 as well. So it looks like Lewis made it first, and then Incar is just there as well. He's number 2, it looks like. I'll give Lewis the benefit of the doubt. So Lewis and Incar are the champs here.
Yeah.
That's everyone in because I was messing about. So there you go, folks. I crashed, and I've got Yankee Mike Bravo Tango written on the runway. Whew. So, who wants to take a break for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think you have to get buttons.
One of those things.
Whatever buttons likes, yeah.
So let's do that. We're going to fly the map of the Earth, the next one. And just see what I'll just tell you how I ran out. That engine stopped. I don't know why. Okay, we'll refuel and we go. Let's take a break for 5 minutes because I think some people are wanting to take a break. So we'll be back in exactly 5 minutes, folks.
See you in a few, guys.
We'll see you very shortly.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh crunching popping corn perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Barker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You could be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea-making tips. Yes, the most important tea-making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Gripper Sim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creetrap, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Gripper Sim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. It's not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course the Gripper Sim mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them? Of course you can. Try now. All right, here goes. Number 1.
Obviously the Gripper Sim mug.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number 2. Always use freshly drawn water, right?
Number
3. Remember to warm the teapot or urn. Everyone knows that one. And number 4. Measure the right quantity of tea for the amount of water in the pot. Very good. Number 5. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your
before
eyes,
serving.
woman! God bless.
Whip me some tea, Mark.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid stomach, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptus Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. It is fast-acting liquid, has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptus may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviours, a propensity to blow up balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptus. Yes, Peptus available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum.
Butternut.
Preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide. No nuts included.
Milkshake.
Including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers.
Payday.
Including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine, and
Topped
lead.
with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful. They're delicious. They're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming. Yes.
So, folks, yeah, that's what happens, right? You know, when... Let's have a look at the recording of that, shall we? This is what happens when you know, stop recording, replay. Let's go back to pause. Let's go back to that first landing. That was a disaster. Is that the disaster? That's just the disaster, right? So,
Glory in your failed landings.
we'll have a look at my failed landing. So, let's look outside first, right? So, there we are. So I was coming in, all the stuff out, and I wanted to land right at the very beginning of the runway, right? Which is not a good thing to do usually, right? Well, actually, it's not just not a good thing; it's a very dangerous, stupid thing to be doing. So, resume replay. So I really desperately wanted it. I thought it was flat before. You know, I did, because it looked like it was flat just before. But I came in, and at the last bit, I thought, oh, I'm a bit too low. And I added a little bit of power and raised the nose. But I was still coming down. Look. Oh, look, no. Oh. Boom. Do you know? So, there's your issue. You know? Oh, what the deuce? I didn't do that. Well, that was me. That's the recording. So here's the second one coming in. Right. So there you go. Never, aim for like for the third down. You know the way they have touchdown markers for the big jets kind of thing.
No, in all fairness, for this one, I probably give you a 10 for the artistic note.
The autistic?
Yeah, for the salto mortale.
For the what now?
The salto you did.
Salto?
Yeah,
Oh, the
like-
noise.
No, the turnover, like, you know, so flipping
Yeah,
over. Yeah,
flip,
no, that
flip.
was,
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for the flip.
That was, oh yeah, absolutely.
Here's the second one. I was just barely above it. Look. Oh, I was a few feet above it. And, not so bad. Boom. All 3 wheels at once. Jam on the brakes. I don't think I could do any better than that on that runway. It's hard. You know? There I came to a stop. You know? Not bad. It's okay. Now, Colonel Clink, you have to take off the remaining amount of the runway.
Yeah, and I have much less than you have because I came in way too fast. I didn't do the flippity flip flop which you did, but you know. But
Yeah,
you know.
you live to fly another day.
Yeah, well, onto the trees. Okay, let's see.
Do you want to take off first?
Yeah. Like,
Well,
let me.
all eyes are now on Colonel Clink.
Let me do. Okay, so I'm gonna go full power. Full power is good.
Custom, yes. Stick with the custom.
So everything goes forward. Everything goes forward.
Yep.
Right. So I'm waiting until we have everything at the right line, and now we go.
Okay. Oh, you got loads of room. You'll take off there easy. Easy. No problem. See?
Look at that.
Fence. Over the fence. Gears up. Not very very well done, but not entertaining. We wanted to see a wing drop and a crash.
Sorry for that.
That's very displeasing. There goes everyone else, and I'll be behind you. Let's hop to the cockpit. Let's reset our camera. Zoom into the cockpit, and let's fuel up a little bit because you know we're about to run out of fuel. But the left engine stopped. I don't know why. No, it looks like it. Oh, it's so low in fuel now, it probably ran out. Okay, let us. What did I hear? Can you take off at one engine? Is that what I heard? Yeah, let's try that. So what I'm going to do is enter some fuel anyway because
Well,
we
you
need to get
probably
going.
can.
Do you reckon? I'm going to see if we can. I'm going to put in about 46% of fuel, so we're good. So I can restart the engine. We're going to try and take off one engine. We may not have enough rudder authority. Okay, I may not have enough rudder authority, so full power. The left engine, all I have. I may not be able to put in enough rudder. Parking brake off. So I'm putting in lots of rudder now to keep it straight. And it's, yeah, I haven't got enough rudder, so it's not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. No. It's just going to go off the runway. So no, you can't take off one engine. There you go. Because otherwise I'll just have to brake the right engine to keep it straight in the runway, and you're just slowing yourself down. So no, won't do it. Let me just hop the cockpit here. Sorry about this, folks. It's late departure. God darn it. Oh wait, the Y, but of course. Let's start up the left engine. There we go. And let's go. We'll do a short field. Let's get off the ground as soon as we possibly can. How about that? Like a lunatic. And I'm going to fly the map of the Earth. I'm all the way back at the control, and the control stick. Up goes. Oh, tail strike! Tail strike.
Why did you do that for?
So I was trying to take off as soon as possible. That's very foolish. That's right, gear up. Yep. That's what happens. Once I'm ready to climb, flaps up. I'm going to leave it at full power. And we're good. Over the mountains.
Oh, I'm so flying the map of the Earth here.
I've got to get over these hills first. I wonder what all these people, you know, living here, what do they do? Because we're really in the middle of nowhere, you would think. We're just clusters of houses, you know. Obviously it's to do with maybe forestry and farming, and let's say there's lots of farms around, but I don't. Yeah, they'll all be farms, you see, but we don't have any livestock in the sim yet.
Well, If you're looking at all the trees here, I would say those people make pencils.
Yes. But it's definitely farming country. But it is missing livestock in the sim. Because it's a little bit lifeless. We are definitely in farming country. It's a big farming operation in Australia. Lots of beef coming from Australia. Speaking of which, is bizarre, okay? Bizarre fact, if you're watching the news there. In England, they're having problems with farming. They just say, we'll import it, which I think is a big mistake. But they're getting all their food, their meat from Australia.
Okay.
So is it not cheaper to produce it in your own country?
I don't know.
You know, English farmers are going ballistic because they're getting all this stuff in from Australia. So I'd say it'd be more expensive to ship it in from Australia, you know, than it would. I mean, it's a long way. Long way away.
But if they have loads of cows, like, you know, it's like quantity, like, you know, it's like loads of cows, you know. Okay, so I've tried to find this airfield here now.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's hidden behind a hill. I probably have to do an overhead because I'm very low for starters here at the moment.
As am I. As am I. Tritz, hello, how are you? And Davo says runway 14 was easier than that last one for sure. It was. More than likely. Greetings, Tritz. Goofy RS is on as well. Goofy RS says it's nice. It's a nice airport. One of the Asobo handcrafted ones. Never landed here before.
Which one?
The last one we just landed on.
Oh, okay.
Tango 22 said, I tried it in the cup, but you can't slam the brakes on it. No, you can't slam the brakes onto the cup because it'll nose over. Yeah, of course.
I think I see the airfields.
Let's have a look at some of the YouTube comments. Oh, where's it gone? Where's all the YouTube comments gone? I'll go from the bottom of the YouTube. The next runway Incar says is challenging. Says Incar. Alistair Murray says it looks amazing. It looks really expensive place to live. Looks like really expensive. Probably not, I'd say. I don't know. That's on YouTube. HG34 Aviation's with us. I noticed that you have a Logi multi-panel. I was wondering what your new autopilot panel does that the autopilot controls on the other panel won't do. Yeah, the autopilot, they do both the same thing. Why did I get that one? Oh yeah, I got the it was a little bit of an expense in all fairness. I got the real sim gear because it has more twisty knobs on it. The only thing that I don't like about this one here, you've got to switch it from altitude to track. You know, you're doing this all the time. You know, and you're all over the shop, but it works fine. But I just like this because it's more realistic and easier to use.
Yeah, it's like the multi-panel and all that sort of stuff. It's nice, but it's fiddly. Like,
it's just fiddly, that's all. Yeah.
You know, and it's like the real sim gear. It's basically like the real thing, like literally like the real thing.
It is. For a lot of aircraft, actually, it's what's it called in real life? It's called
it's a GSC 500.
GSC 5. That's exactly what they call real sim gear, GSC 500. So it's just easier. This is the airfield here. We're just going overhead, folks.
And I'm just on shot final here, and I make it a really
airfield.
nice one.
I'm going overhead.
You're going overhead? I did the overhead already.
Which way are you coming in? Can't see you inside there. Oh, I see, you're on fine. You're okay, I have you. I'm on a very low, dangerous downwind. There we go. So I'm going to come in. Let's configure for landing. Let's take a bit of power back.
Okay, the brakes really
You're down.
The brakes really suck on this thing.
Set your flaps.
Okay, here I am, and I have trees again in front of me as well. I touched down early, right?
Okay, you gotta get the white markers, the 2 white markers at the beginning.
Yeah, I touched down early, but the brakes just suck. They really do.
Excuses.
No.
Decluttering. Oh, this is not good. Come on.
Okay.
I can't see. I can't raise my head anymore.
I think we have to do the same trick again.
Not a good approach there for me either, because I can't put my head up because I've got no stuff. Oh, no, firm landing there. Firm landing. Can't really see if I'm on center line or not. There we go. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake. Brakey, 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 brake, brake.
It's like I really would like to fly a DA62 in real life to see if the visibility is really that shit.
Well, stick on the VR there and you'll know.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think it's a bad review. Your mama looks like your mama got it first, but I didn't see him come in and land. The 172. Looks like your mama got the 172 there. I'm sorry, your mama. It's not appearing. I don't know why that is. You might have the beta, perhaps. Do you have the beta? The new upgrade? And someone else there before me. Bakerfly as well. Very short landing. Here comes someone else, but it's not showing your tag, and it's very frustrating. And they're right down early. And it looks like they're absolute winners. What is that airplane? It's not even telling me the airplane you're flying.
It's a 172.
No, see what?
Oh, the other one, the crazy one.
This one here. That is a generic airplane. It's not telling me.
It looks a wee bit like a PC-12.
It does. It does. And Incar again. It was Incar. Here comes Raptor X doing the same. And yes, very nice. Raptor X almost did it as well, but not quite. And the Cessna 208. Raptor X and Incar. Incar is the leader. Here comes Bike Flyer, Cerebral Pair 474, and Mazak 234 coming in next. And that's Johnny F might make it in the P28R. So here comes first. Looks like Cerebral Pair in a 172, which we can't see for some reason. And then Bike Flyer's coming in FDCT. I don't know what that is. No, he's not going to do it. Okay, here comes Bike Flyer. He's in, he's touched down, and he's come to a halt. Oh, he bounced a little bit, and now he's braking. Almost, but very good. Very nice one. That was very nicely done. And that ultralight. Here comes Mazak and the Beechcraft 58, which is going to be very hard to stop. But nice landing right in the centre. Very nice landing on the rear wheels. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake for that aircraft. That was a great early landing. Very nice from Mazak.
Was nicely done.
And Johnny F73. We'll wait for Johnny F73 and then we get off the next. We'll get off the next lot.
Yeah.
Johnny F73 on the 28. P28R. I should have that aircraft. Let me just accelerate my camera a little bit. No, it's coming in. I may have to download that aircraft again. The P28R is the damn Just Flight, isn't it?
It's but is it out yet?
It's a Warrior. Isn't it a Warrior?
I don't know. No, the Warrior is Just Flight. Yeah, it's a P28.
Maybe.
But there's the
oh, very nice.
There's the Arrow and there is the Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Arrow he has. Very nice. He's done a very good landing on that one. Only for the brakes, it wouldn't brake soon enough for him. Very nice. Okay, folks, let's go for the next one. Let's take off from where we are and don't do tail strike this time.
And don't hit the trees.
Oh, that'll be easy enough. Okay, we can take off flaps and full power. Let's get our view adjusted here. Full power, parker brake off.
Just wait now until everything comes absolutely at the right line. Happy days, brakes comes off.
I like the way it tells you, you know, it does a scratching when you get a tail strike. I like that. Oh, but that's not going to test track there. There we go. We're in the air. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Definitely no remaining runway. Oh, we made it easy. Let's do a right-hand turn and let's fly like we stole it this time. All flaps are up, gears up. Trim nose up a little bit. 91 knots. Let's get back on track. Looks like we're in a valley here. Let's see if I can get down first so we can watch more people landing. There's everyone else taking off. Let's just get the autopilot on. That'll level us off. No, it won't, because guess why? It's diving towards the ground because I hadn't got my autopilot set correctly. And I have a descent to 5,000 feet a minute. Now it's 0. Autopilot on. Good. That'll just altitude select there now. Reset the cam. Oh, excuse me. And I wonder. Yeah, it looks like he's got it in the center as best he can. So I'm going to stay at that altitude with full power on. Another area for farmers, no doubt. An awful lot of trees. See, we all got to remember that you might think this is the middle of nowhere, but people came here and they got serious amounts of land for little money. You know? I don't know if it was like America. Or was it in Australia? Here, come, get here, and you get free land, isn't it? If you get to the point first, you get the free land. They needed settlers in Australia. They needed peeps, or they wanted peeps. Now they say they got too many. You know, or do they? I don't know. But it's a very stunning looking country, I'd say, in these remote areas.
It looks very tidy, the countryside.
Yeah, it does. Just very. It's a funny place. It's a funny atmosphere in Australia that I can't put my finger on. It's only Australia that would have it, obviously. I suppose every country has its atmosphere. You know, it's to feel about it. You know, all the wildlife sounds and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
Oh. There's one of those. What's the game called again? The rocket alien ships from Halo?
No idea.
Yeah. But yeah, Australia has a certain type of feeling. Look at that scenery, it looks fantastic. So this is all farmland. I wonder are Microsoft going to introduce livestock? Maybe it'll take too much frame rates away from us. Even if there was a slider. Do you know? Anyone know? I haven't read any of their updates or their, you know, their stuff. For their future updates. Let's have a look at some of the comments here.
It would be actually interesting. That's like, I'm just thinking about like when I was flying somebody and the individual was very excited about seeing sheep from the air. Small little white dots in the countryside.
Oh, Incar saying it's a Platus P66 Porter, of course. I have to re-download that. Could I do that now? I forget. See, what bugs me is when you buy a new airplane, it won't go straight to the Microsoft Marketplace. So you end up buying it in the website, okay? And what bothers me is I have to go and re-download that now again, that aircraft. Whereas in Microsoft, if you buy it off the Microsoft store, it automatically has the aircraft. Anyway. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, I remember when I first flew as a kid, I was amazed at the size of the cars. you know. I remember saying they look like toys. Well, actually, I'm kind of... Oh dear, I may have made a boo-boo. It's too nice weather here. I don't think I'm going to real live weather. Oops, sorry for that. I took you out there, folks. Sorry.
You have pretty weather instead of live weather.
Bugger. Yeah, I have pretty weather. It should be default live weather. It used to be. It used to be default as live, and it's not now. I don't know why. Maybe it was the update. There we go. Now we got some cloudage in front of us. Oh, sure, look, it wasn't much of a difference, Karen Clink, anyway. But now I see the cloudage in front. A little bit of a light foggy kind of tint to it, no?
Yeah, it's like, it's nice.
Is this our last airfield?
I think so, yeah.
Looks like it. Looks like it, folks. Yankee Whiskey Golf Tango. So now I've got to beat Karen Clink at this one.
Yeah.
So Goofy RS is saying he's running the beta. So he says, for me, the beta runs better than the stable version. Great. Do you have to be chosen to run the beta? I haven't been keeping up because I'm flying in the real world. It's got me busy. So, you know, they have improved the frame rates a lot. Although it's not all about the frame rates, folks, believe it or not. Because all you need is 24 frames a second. Or let's say 25. Because that's what you watch when you watch the movies. And you don't complain about the frame rates. Look at that. Looks fantastic, Karen Clink. Look at that.
Yeah.
The mist. So the frame rates, it's not about the frame rates. You know, as long as you get 25 frames a second, you're good. That is stunning. Doesn't that picture look stunning? Wasn't it worth it staying all the way through this flight just to see that view? And that's Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, that's why it's so well done. It really is. Runs great now in VR because I tested it a couple of weeks ago. It's very well in VR. I might do a stream in VR one day, but you can't see my head. Or no, it doesn't translate very well. That's why I don't do it in VR.
Yeah. No, it's okay when you fly yourself.
Let's get some eye candy here and get rid of my face.
You know, to make a video of it or stream it, it's like kind of, yeah, it doesn't really work.
We have a bit to go. Okay, let's get some eye candy in. So that is absolutely stunning, seeing the clouds fly over like that. It really is very nice. So, you know, sitting there in VR, just doing your flight must be very... I know I haven't done an awful lot of it, in all fairness, because I'm doing the streams and stuff, but it really is good. They'll have a system now soon in the beta. You have the beta where you can have 3 monitors.
Oh, wow.
And they've really thought about it. Because you can resize them and move them, you know, any which way you want. So it's getting a lot better. That's the view behind. Does look very tidy though. I think that view is the best, folks, isn't it? And when I turn to the left, I gotta get ready for landing. So yeah, the plan with DCS World anyway for during the week, whenever it's probably the winter time when I get to it, is to, you know, maybe run a server. Have a few people in it. I'll have to pay for the server. So thank you for all subscribing and all that kind of stuff, very much so. I'll have to thank everybody in a video for that. And I just run the server. It is expensive though. I think I can only afford 16 people at a time. But it would be a bit of fun for people to watch during the week, I hope. But I just can't get over the fog. I can almost smell it.
Yeah, no, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Or more accurately, mist.
Yeah.
It's really mist. It looks absolutely stunning. I'll take off the tags just for the moment so you can enjoy the view. I believe everyone seems to be happy with the Xbox version. A friend of mine got the controllers and it works fine. You know, it works fine with a mouse. And he got the, I can't remember which ones it was, but it was one of the throttles and joysticks for the controllers. It works really, really well in Xbox. No difference. I wonder, can you have multiple screens in the Xbox? I presume so.
I don't know. It's like you probably need multiple outputs, no? Like physical outputs.
Oh yes, of course you would. Yeah, it wouldn't be built for it, would it?
Well, maybe you can do it via USB or something like that. Get the USB to DVI adapter.
Probably. Probably, yeah, hopefully.
Ooh, it's getting really foggy when we're getting closer to the final airport.
Yep.
Interesting.
We've only got, what, 3K proper visibility there?
Yeah.
I'll change that. 3 kilometres useful visibility. If even that now at this point.
At the moment, like I had about visibility to the edge of the cowl.
Oh. Okay, let's hop in the cockpit and see. Oh, it's 0 visibility in the cockpit, folks. Look at that. Can't see a thing. It's a kilometre at most now. This is going to be hard. So I'll stay in the cockpit. And let's see what we can see. Now, I do have the advantage of having a GPS system. You know? Which is absolutely useful. So, can I sit any higher? I can, but would that be realistic? Possibly not.
Well, if you get a booster cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, visibility is getting poor, folks. We're over a city. Do you know what we're going to do when we land? Remind me, Colonel Clink. I'm going to see if I can get a webcam from this area and see what it actually looks like in the real world.
Yeah.
When we land, folks, right? So, we're gonna, if anybody there has a link, send it on to the chat there. And I'll have a look before I go looking for it, wasting your time. That's stunning. Look at that. Even, you know, it's just incredible. It's like it makes you feel like you're there now, the way the graphics are looking. The airport is dead ahead. Somewhere. Now, I'm going to take over VF4 now, or manually. Autopilot off. It's not doing a good job tracking the magenta line, is it? How am I going to find the airfield? Without lowering the nose. 1,000 feet. 1,160 feet. So... can't see a thing. I'm right overhead. It's over my left side. Wow. I'll have to turn all the way around. Okay, sorry. A bit of a misjudgment there. That is quite bizarre. I want to go down a bit lower. This is going to be a tough landing.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to be paddy last. You know? Does that look like an airport there? That looks like an airport there. Wow, it is tough. get overhead. It looks like our purple. There it is. Right, so I see it. I don't know which way the wind is blowing. Do we have a wind arrow? Yes, we do. So I'm going to take a right overhead. Looks like we've got a bit of crosswind going on. It's very easy to lose your... Dodgy. This is dodgy. Let's get the gear down so we don't have to think about it later. Let's keep at least 900 feet. See, I've lost sight of it now. There it is. I'm on a very tight base. Let's come out a little bit. Okay, let's come out a little bit. This is difficult even with the GPS. Even, you know, get very low now. Don't be getting too low. Let's swing us in. Add a lot of power. Knots is good. And we're still on final now. Look at that. It's very, very, very poor viz. I'm going a bit too fast for my special landing here now. A bit of crosswind from the right. Most of it is a crosswind, folks. Oh, it's hard. I can't kind of... Oh, I'm gonna it's going to be a tough one.
I've absolutely no idea at this stage where the airfield is.
I'm looking at the sides. Oh! No. I'm way too high. Oos! Yeah.
What?
I landed fine, but I just missed the central line. I'm a bit pleased with that, and I could have done better, but look, we'll leave it like that. I just noticed on the way in, when I touched down, where's FS Realistic? Oh.
Forgot to switch it on.
Connection successful, please start a flight. It's bugged out on me. I was wondering about that. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. Let's have a look outside. So that's why I didn't get the bumpy bump. Do you know, it would have been a bit harder than that. It looked too soft. So it looks like, at the moment, we have winner so far is Baker flying the Kodiak. Me and no, not a lot. No, not a lot. And then I can't see the other one. Evo 5 there is in as well. Oh, everyone else is taxiing back. Can't see Colonel Clink yet. Where's Colonel Clink? Where is Colonel Clink? There's someone else coming. See, it doesn't show you all the times all the time, folks.
Just about CDF.
Oh, there's someone coming in on the grass. They're just getting onto the runway. See, it's hard, isn't it, folks? Because your nose was so high, because it came in low, and as I did as well. Came in low, so you have to raise the nose, and then you lose your view. So that's why you come in a little bit higher note with full flaps, because you get a better view. There's DCS ducks. Very nice landing right in the centre line, as to be expected. And here comes Stearman, and then Colonel Clink, folks. Stearman's coming in the DA62. So Bakerfly is the winner at the moment in the Kodiak. Here comes Stearman, the DA62. Nice landing. Jamming on the brakes there. Certainly going to beat me. Is he going to beat me? He's going to beat me. Yeah. He's beat me. Well done. No, not a lot. Or was it Stearman? It was no, not a lot. Bakerfly's the winner. Colonel Clink's coming in now in the centre line. Very nice, Colonel Clink. And he's stopping as fast as he can. And he's beaten me. He has most certainly... Oh, has he? Has he? Has he? I can't see. Have you beaten me?
Don't know.
When they're all bunched up like that, you can't. They kind of disappear. I think you have.
Okay, I do a hard left turn here, right?
We give you the benefit of the doubt. 2 TCRs coming in the Kit Fox. A clever aircraft to be flying for the short field on the runway. Red Cap's coming in behind him in the Cessna 172. I'm sorry I can't see him. Red Cap. Then Raptor X on Johnny F. And then Bike Flyer. Okay, Red Cap's coming in a bit fast.
I did a hard left turn here, right? So
there. Oh, look at that. That is from 2-3 Sierra. Did very well. Looks like he's going to beat Baker Fly. And 2-3 Sierra is done at the Kit Fox and Raptor X. No, Raptor X has done it at the C208. Johnny F is in the Raptor PA28 and he's stopped. He's number 3 now. Raptor X kept going though. You didn't stop your wheels. What happened to Raptor X? So as I see it here now, 2-3 Sierra's first, Baker Fly, and then Johnny F. Captain Gallo. Very nice, Captain Gallo. Welcome as well. Absolutely. I think I've seen you before. Shady Sim's coming in there. Captain Gallo, very nice. Shady Sim is... Oh, he's taking the second place now. Yep. Shady Sim is in second place in the VL3. And Baker Fly's coming in. Will he pass us all out? Will he take it? Will he take it? We don't know. Baker Fly is in the FDCT. What is that?
I might have.
It's a highway.
I might have beaten you by a whisker, or it's a tie.
Don't hit the grass first. Don't hit the grass first. Don't hit the grass. Oh, he's coming in really well, and he's not disqualified himself. He's coming to a stop, folks. It is the flyer of the day is Bike Flyer 007. Bike Flyer, well done.
Very nice.
He has beaten us all. He chose the right aircraft for the right job, and
Very
he has
nicely done.
obliterated us with that landing. Very good from everybody. Very, very nice. Now let's see if we can get a webcam for this airfield. Will we? Any links there? Any links? Any links? Regatta welcome. That's from K. Justin P. Let's kick this off. Okay, so this is the airfield as it stands, folks. And they do have... Look. That looks like the actual airfield in the real world. Now, what time is that? Is that the real time?
What is it? 25:07 something. Right. What is the real time? The real time it's 08 something.
Let's make sure I get the right airfield here. Sorry, folks, bear with me. Golf Tango.
So it should be about around 0803 or something like that.
Yeah. So that looks very similar. Now, I know they can't get it exactly right, but that's not far off.
No.
You know, is it? Let's look at the time on the sim. Bear with me. What's it? 7:17 in the evening.
No, that is 7:17 in the morning there. So it's well, when that picture was taken. So the real time there is now 0803.
Okay, that's close enough. So there is your comparison, folks. You know, that's not bad, is it? Oh,
No.
The camera always gets bent there. You know,
It's about right.
Considering, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was from KJSP for the website. Let's see if someone else has one in YouTube. Let's have a look at the YouTube comments there. I'll just double check. Where is the YouTube comments? I don't need that anymore. I've got too many windows open, folks. Oh! Bruthen the Great, how far is the end of the flight? Oh, it's now. Sorry, Bruthen the Great. Sorry, incarcerating retracting lots of messages. I don't know why. Let's use that. Here's the webcam. Okay, no one there from YouTube. That's okay. But that is a nice way to end the stream. There you go. There's Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not far from the real thing, folks. You can't really complain there. The only thing I would say is if they've no high altitude clouds going on. But look, it's a work in progress, as they say. There's Captain Elgato doing an upside down flight in the BE-36. So there you go, Captain Colonel King. Thank you very much for joining us as always and helping out.
Yeah, that was a wee bit of fun.
Yeah, and Incar as well.
Yeah, Incar for the flight plan. 2 in a row. Happy days.
Yep. 2. Yeah, it is actually 2 in a row. And I will continue my learning with DCS World. I have a video I'm working on at the minute, folks. And I may as well just mention the script before we go, Colonel Click, because they'll be going, what the hell's going on? Usually my videos are tongue-in-cheek and have, you know, a bit nuts, okay? This one is quite... It's serious-ish. It's, I'm going to call it, I don't know, a series of videos called Gripper Sim Stories. Gripper Sims 2 Stories or something like that. It's about an aircraft accident thing. So, it's all very serious, you know. But it is, it's just a true story, okay? So we'll see what you guys think. I'll let you know when it's coming out. I might post a video on the members side on YouTube or something. And let me know. It's a little bit of a departure what I usually do. But look, you can do the best of, you know, a bit of everything. So, and then when I get to DCS World, you'll know, because I'll pop it up. If it rains all next week, great, because I'll do a DCS World video. And you know, all that kind of crack. So there you go. I won't keep you any longer, folks. Thank you very much to Incar for the flight plan and Colonel Klink. And of course, let's not forget the most important person.
Yeah, the producer.
The producer for joining us. Producer Buttons was taking a little bit of a nap there. Yeah, sleeping on the job. Thank you very much, Spundot. There's so many of you now. I recognize you, all of you on the chat. You see when you chat. He says, thanks, Gripper, Colonel Klink, and everyone. Great flight. See you next Sunday. So, folks, I will see you all next Sunday. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And how do I... What's going on here?
I don't know. What did you break?
Oh, I couldn't hit the I couldn't see all my buttons. I've got to press for the outro. So, folks, have a good week. I will see you next Sunday, same time, 2100 hours on the North European server. Those of you who've just watched, just join us. Look up Gripper Sim, and we'll accept your requests. Thanks very much, folks, and see you next week.
See you guys. Bye for now.